It's the end of another chapter over here on the Beard. Tonight, for the final time, I will be over here on the Replicon channel. Tonight, we're going to talk about the last 3 months, what the future has to hold. Is the state of the Beard. Once again, the Beard speaks now.
Oh, come on, he's a miserable cocksucker fucking asshole. You hate him, admit it.
We up in this motherfucker already. It's 11:30. My name is Chuck Reeves. I'm the East Coast Beast host. And you know damn well what you tuned in for right here on the YouTube, right here on the Replicon, right here where they've just surpassed 600 subscribers for what is going to be the final Beard Speaks on Replicon, or as it had become known, the Beardicon Speaks. I want to give a special shout out and a thank you to Freaky P, Dead Body Man, Rue, One Eye, the powers that be at the Lizard for giving me unfettered access to their YouTube channel so I could go ahead and continue to sprinkle my bullshit amongst the populace during my off time from my primary channel. Since I've been off that channel in the last 3 months, I've had some growth as well. We're getting ready to surpass 2,900 subscribers over that motherfucker. Make sure, if you haven't done so, you subbing over here. All right, just because I'm not over here doesn't mean that the entertainment over here on the Replicon YouTube channel stops. You're going to have that weekly show. You're going to have their archives. You're going to have their live performance visits. You're going to have all that sort of shit right here on the Replicon YouTube channel. So please, I implore you, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you go over to that iTunes if you are an Apple or fucking type person and subscribe to the podcast version of the show. All the audio is available now up on iTunes. Next week, Tuesday, I'm going to be back for the first real live Beard Speaks. I'm sure some live shit will go on over there in the meantime, just to kind of warm people up to the idea of me being back over there. But next Tuesday, we're going to try to do something halfway decent, have some guests. Next Monday night, if all goes according to what was discussed, I will be the guest on Replicon Radio. So we're going to be able to chat about the last 3 months, and I'm going to be able to give those guys a proper thank you and just the proper appreciation and respect they deserve for helping your boy out. Helping me out quite a bit because, yeah, that kind of fucked me for 3 months. And if I didn't have, like, I could have posted videos, and that probably is what should have happened and would have happened over there. But things happen for a reason. So with the influx of stuff that's going to happen over there on the Chuck Reeves YouTube channel, make sure you're getting subscribed. Make sure you're telling a friend to tell a friend. And starting next week, we're going to start going once again real hard on certain folk and their asshole tendencies and their retarded nature. I've been seeing some dumb shit I'm back on Facebook again too. So I'm seeing all sorts of dumb shit. We can talk about a little of the dumb shit tonight. But first things first, as usual, and I got a special announcement on top of everything. MyBeardLove.com/BeastHost, 10% off. Oils, washes, and just dropping today, from what I was told, the bombs. Wait, let me get a proper bomb to show y'all. Do I have a proper? Look at that, I do. I have a proper non-tester balm. Bwam. Beard Love Beard Guard Balm. This is that fragrance-free joint. However, you can get this balm in any and all of their fantastic fragrances. Helps with the flyaways. Helps with the styling. Helps keep it soft, shiny, manageable, and not smelling like booty hole. MyBeardLove.com/BeastHost. You can get 10% off any of your purchases, and you can support the Beast Host by going over there and doing so. Merch. There's merch available, and if you're waiting on merch is being sent out tomorrow. I got like 3 things that need to hit the post office, plus the 2 I have sitting here. So if you're waiting on merch, it is on its way. You have not been forgotten. Tarot cards are still up there. I'm working out on getting these prints redone. Once I can figure out the best way to go about getting these prints redone, I'm going to be offering these again like I did before. And if you missed out on the first order, you're going to be able to get part of that second fucking order. Let's see. Let's see. I don't even know if I want to do like interviews on this show so much. Like I mean, I'll do interviews. There will be interviews as part of the Chuck Reeves programming cornucopia fucking resume. That's something I will always do. But as for like the Beard Speaks, like sometimes the Beard Speaks is just the best when it's just the beard speaking. It's the way it is. Occasionally that's the way it is. But I'm going to do more going forward solo videos and shit. We got that green screen set up finally. So there's going to be some changes going on in terms of the usage of said green screen. And it's not just going to be me with flames behind me all the time. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee I ain't going to be using the green screen for no super fucking special defect corniness. Like, we going to try to do some innovative stuff. We going to try to do some stuff that you certainly ain't seen in this fucking thing. There's a bunch of people and shows out there making serious moves over here on the YouTube, and I gotta give them their props. Like fucking Studio 17, fucking what's his name? Fucking the guy from Studio 17, whose name I'm so high I fucking forgot right now. He's getting some looks because he's putting together a good, highly edited, crazy looking product all the time. And we need to work on that shit. We need to work on innovating and making shit look dope. Somebody else who's like innovating shit, who I kind of want to give a shout out to, Juggalo Memes. If you fucks with Juggalo Memes on Facebook or Instagram, you know that dude's been dropping some shirts, some like mashup shirts. So he did Jake and Jack Jekyll, but it's Rick and Morty, and it's dope. And he did a couple other ones. He's done some dope shit. He's going to be continuing to press up these dope mashups. Motherfuckers out there making moves. And since motherfuckers are out there making moves, and in the last 3 months, I feel like I kind of slacked a little bit on my own due to the Brooklyn Menace. Yeah, Brooklyn Menace. See, I'm an asshole. But props to Brooklyn Menace for fucking, he's just putting out crazy looking shit all the time. Anybody can be this. Anybody can be a head in front of a wall. Look at me, I'm a head in front of a wall. You know, if I put the green screen and a green shirt on, I would literally just be a head in front of a wall, which possibly might be what the show inevitably turns into. It's just my floating ass head with the microphone. Wouldn't that be fucking great? Wouldn't that be great? Me with a green screen, me with a green shirt, and it's just my head. Like a green turtleneck. Where can I get a green turtleneck? Hit me up in them comments. Let me know. But that's where this show's going. This show is going to like other stuff. I've been a head in a box for a year. I'm good with being a head in a box. There was no reason to have the Patreon jump off because there was nothing live on my channel. So that's going to be something. The next 4 days, 5 days, I got to get on the stick real heavy. The people in my life have been trying to motivate me, but I'm an unmotivational kind of dude. But I feel better now. I feel better now that I emailed YouTube and got what I fucking wanted, because Twitter wasn't very as you notice, that fucking Tweetbird is still gone. I still don't know. I might just say fuck Twitter altogether. And if you wants to fuck with me, the most direct way is Instagram. That's the way it looks. Because Instagram, I'm not going to post some shit that's going to get me thrown off of Instagram. I'm not that dude. I might say something that'll get me thrown off Facebook or Twitter, but I'm not going to post something that's going to get me thrown off Insta. So that's probably going to become my primary social media. Yeah, being ahead is kind of a choice, fam. Speaking of choices, I'm hoping you're referencing that Kanye bullshit. I talked a little bit about it last night, but if you've been watching Mr. Kanye West, that's what happens when you have adult MK Ultra programming, and that fucker, his brain can't deal with it. If you don't know what MK Ultra is, Google that shit. Yeah, Twitter does suck. I ain't trying to fuck with Twitter. Ain't no point. 140 characters up my ass. Let's see. What's Web3 music? I'm trying to keep up with the fucking chat a little bit. My show's just going to be about what my show's going to be about from now on. And if there's something, like, I can't talk about, if I tried to talk about Psychopathic Records every single fucking day, I'd end up having to make a lot of shit up. And there's a lot of dudes out there right now making a lot of shit up. And I'm not trying to be a dude who makes up shit to get views. I don't need to make up shit. Like, I'd rather know things, smoke my cigarettes, and when shit happens, just be like, yeah, I knew. Like, and watch the surprise. Like, I could ruin a couple of surprises right now in the industry with things that are going on and things, deals, and all this other shit. But why would I do that? I can talk about something else. There's enough dumb shit in the world where I can come up with new dumb shit to talk about every day. That's what the show was. It just so happened for a minute there, the Juggalo Underground specifically was full of dumb shit. It was the most dumb shit populated area of what I deal with. Yo, thanks everybody who tuned into the Avengers spoil yesterday. We're going to do another one of those on FOC here in a couple of days with just me and Justin. I got that movie on bootleg. I need to download it, and I'm going to watch it again. 2 hours and 40 minutes of dopeness. Fucking, if you ain't seen it. Do I have any beard grooming tips to the YouTube account that's obviously a hater? Yeah, wash your shit. Did you call them Super Korea Cheese House? See, and that's the other thing. Like, if I'm going to have people on, it ain't going to be for interviews. It's just going to be like, yo, come on so I can talk to you for a minute. Because there's a couple of people that watch the show who I'm, like, fans of just as like, yo, you have an interesting existence. And I'd like to have those people on the show. If your shit says anything about Juggalo University or your employment history on Facebook includes the word Juggalo at wickedclowns.com or something crazy shit, you ain't invited. I don't get Facebook messages. I mean, I do, but my Facebook fucking history and parole conditions, I guess is what you could call them, sometimes it fucks up my ability to get shit. Let's see. Super Korea. I can't call it Super Korea. I'm thinking, you want to know what I think about this thing? All right, so homeboy, apparently fucking Dennis Rodman gave Kim Jong-un a bunch of books that were written by Donald Trump. And homeboy read them, and that's what led him to fucking basically surrender. If you don't understand what you're witnessing, the North Korean government is surrendering to the rest of the world finally. So, Juggalo doesn't trigger me, but anybody who claims that to be an educational background and or employment history, that triggers me a little bit. That does. The word Juggalo doesn't trigger me at all. But if that's your employment and or educational background, I'm good with that shit. So, what I think we're going to see happen is I don't think that dude Kim Jong-un wants to be in charge. He's like 30-something years old. I think. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check my info. My infotainment. I want to be correct with my shit. Why is Kim Kardashian the fucking first thing that pops up when I type in Kim? It shouldn't be. He's 34 years old. He's younger than me. All right. I want you to take that into consideration. He's 34 years old. He's younger than I am. He's been in charge of that country for what, 10 years? Which puts when he took power somewhere in his like early 20s. Fuck that. Would you want to run a whole country from the age of 25 to 35 and ruin your 20s? Like, his 20s were ruined just due to the fact that he was the head of the evil empire. And it wasn't even his fault. He was not even born. He wasn't born until the 80s. That war had been over 30 fucking years, but his dad was still acting like an asshole. Like, basically, we got a dude here who, because his dad was an asshole, he kind of got pigeonholed as an asshole. He might not even be an asshole. This just might be what he knows. So what I'm thinking of, in my opinion, what's going to happen with Kim Jong-un is within 12 months, North Korea is going to either hold special elections or they're just going to get absorbed by South Korean government and South Korean power. And when that happens, Kim Jong-un's going to go off the fucking deep end. I'm talking about cocaine, hookers, going to Spago, fucking Nobu in LA. He going to be all over TMZ. Mark my fucking words, yo. He wants to be a celebrity. The entire world has hated him. This is like this is seriously like the plot of a movie. Dictator who was born into being a dictator and knew nothing else, one day surrenders and says, fuck it. And all of a sudden learns about the internet and pornography and cocaine and edibles and starts hanging out at the bar fucking in LA, and TMZ's got him and he's got a fucking reality show. Like, he's 4 years old. And he don't look mean. He look like a friendly Asian dude. You put him in some fucking Supreme, all right? You get him hanging out with Rich Chigga, right? You put him in some rap videos. This dude is going to be huge. This dude is going to be huge. I'm telling you. Don't understand. Like, imagine. You can't even imagine it. You can't even imagine it. Your grandfather was the leader of the Great War. His son was close enough to that to be directly affected and go crazy because of it. You're his son. You got you have no memory of active fucking hostilities. Kim Jong-un has never been party to active hostilities with any country. For real. For real. Oh, mods and all that stuff. Mods, I don't even remember who the whole mod list is, but mods are in full effect again next week. And right off rip, we're going to clear the ban list, I think. I think that might help with next week's episode, at least keeping it exciting. We're going to clear the ban list next week over on the Chuck channel. I don't know what else to talk about when it comes to the MK Ultra topic, because if you're familiar with what MK Ultra is, then there's certain things you have to look at. And you have somebody here in terms of Kanye West who's done a complete 180-degree shoink from what he once was. And as an adult male of a certain age, I don't see that happening without somebody going in there and tinkering with his brain. There's a lot of talk of Kanye being in what he refers to even himself as the sunken place. And the sunken place is a direct reference to that movie Get Out. The sunken place being the place that the black dude goes to when they're in there fucking with his brain. I mean, that whole movie Get Out and that woke blackness situation all has things to do with mind control. Some of the things that even Kanye's saying, you can kind of equate to him talking about some form of mind control when he's talking about 400 years and people were slaves by choice and things of that nature. He's talking about mind control. He's not woke. He's woke because they put a fucking chip in his brain. Like, he's an influencer. I don't know if I'd ever want to be that famous. I don't know if I would, because he talks about in the interview with Charlemagne that just dropped, when he went in to his hospitalization, which was caused by opiate addiction. He admitted to being addicted to opiates, that he got prescribed after he went in to get liposuction, which he blames on TMZ calling Rob Kardashian fat. So this guy's obviously got a lot of issues, a lot of self-image issues. Dudes aren't supposed to have problems with like being fat. I mean, shit, if you look like a dude like Gabriel Iglesias, for example, who calls himself fucking fluffy, it's part of their shtick. I consider myself to be a big fat fucking Jabba the Hutt level slob when I don't have my shirt on. But to be honest, I'm a slender fucking reed compared to some of you people. So, like, I get having those kind of issues, but he ain't supposed to have those issues. He talks about being in the room and the hospital not letting any of his friends come with him, and him being convinced they were going to kill him because he was truly alone in a place where he didn't know anybody. That's when you could get strapped to a chair and Agent Smith comes in and they send a fucking octopus fucking thing and it crawls in your belly button or up your nose or wherever the fuck it goes. And then next thing you know, Jay-Z is showing up and he's like, yeah, take the red pill or the blue pill. Hove. And next thing you know, you're trapped in the Matrix. And that's exactly what's going on. Yo, see? Dita Von Bloom in the chat knows what's up. If you really think about everything, because there's people who believe that certain things go on in terms of that. I'm a believer that at some point Jay-Z underwent a similar process to the one that Kanye's going through now, but I think maybe Jay did it in private, and the only relationship it ruined for Jay was the relationship between him and Dame Dash. Because you have Jay-Z, a guy who he sold crack. Like, that dude sold crack. Like, in his 20s, he sold crack. And now in his 50s, he's moving hundreds of millions of dollars in property and, like, art and talking about buying fucking $10 million properties. That's not the same dude. Now, I get it that circumstance will change you, but at heart, that dude's a crack dealer. I don't understand him hanging out with washed ash Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow straight up looked like the ash on the end of my blunt. Just white and broke and gross. Let's see. Yeah, let me tell you, Nas is another one who I don't know if maybe he's a pod person as well, but like he got the Hennessy deal. He's one of the primary investors in that Ring, the doorbell company that's got the built-in fucking cameras on it that you can access from your phone. So if anybody rings your doorbell, it'll contact you via the phone and show you who it is and shit. And, like, you can even unlock the door with it and shit. Like, he was one of the primary investors in that shit. He's going to be mad rich. He's mad rich anyway, and he's always been smart. Nas is the dude that he put his daughter's name as executive producer on all his records. So she would always be eligible for his royalties. Always. Let's say. I mean, Star used to buy coke from Jay-Z. That's why Jay won't, like, discuss Star or do an interview with Star or any of that shit. Is that's one of the reasons that Star came up with. Star is like, oh, yeah, I used to buy coke from him. Put his songs on. I don't even know what that asshole's been doing on his show. What's he been doing on his show? What's he been talking about? DCG Con over and over and over and over again? Is that what he's been talking about? Yo, and don't forget to order that new playing card, the underground playing cards that are coming out. Sid Jones is on one of them cutting himself, which is what he fucking should do. Remember, homeboy, upstream. You go upstream, not across the river. If you go across the river, you're gonna make it. If you go downstream, you're not. So remember, downstream when you do that. Let's see. You know what? I'll talk about that BBS shit for a minute because BBS is the fam. Let me tell you, Body Bag Syndicate of the homies. I was able to interact with them a little bit here on the East Coast and then out during DCG Con, got to party up with those dudes. Their whole team is solid. Iggy, Frankie, both solid MCs. Their management, Lex, she's solid. Their team of merch people, solid. Their fucking team of heads in Denver, the fucking Dead Gang, solid. DCG Con's in Denver. I don't know how intelligent it is to go poking at a bunch of guys that live in Denver that you already know have criminal records. Like, you guys went and Googled the shit. Obviously, if what Frankie did is as bad as what you fucking people want to make it seem like, then it's not very smart of you to be poking the fucking hornet's nest a couple 2 weeks before you're going to go play D&D and fucking get Monopoly stuck in your butt cheeks at the DCG Con at the airport in Denver. Because you're going to get stuck in that fucking airport. You're going to get stuck in that fucking hotel. Good luck trying to leave. Shit, as far as I'm concerned, I think that they're just going to go. And as they're right, it's their fucking town. It's their fucking city. As far as underground goes, I'm not big on quote-unquote checking in. But if you're going to be disrespectful to the place that's hosting your event and kind of, for the rest of the year, manipulates the scene in your fucking absence, you're not very smart. So, I mean, keep fucking picking the bear, man. All y'all who think you're gonna get some sort of whack point loyalty card from Jumpsteady when you get to DCG Con over the shit you said on the internet are gonna feel real fucking stupid if something bad does happen. Because it's really, 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 really easy to get something like a flash mob with masks and bandanas. And I bet that, say, 35 to 40 people, all who've bothered to protect their identities, can be in that building, ruin that whole fucking shit, and be out of that building before anybody even fucking realizes what's going on. If we want to talk about real shit, let's talk about real shit. Go ahead and YouTube, like, Hell's Angels. When the Hell's Angels, there's fucking surveillance video of Hell's Angels clearing a casino floor. Clearing a fucking casino floor and being gone before anybody even realized what it had happened. So go ahead. Go out there. Try to fucking knock, knock, knock. Have you heard of the fucking Original Six? Have you heard of the preachings of Joe Bruce? That 17%er shit don't fly in Denver right now. And that's because of y'all's fault. Nobody gives a fuck about Homeboy. Homeboy should worry about real motherfuckers catching him. That he has backup. Who's his backup? Fucking Maximum Overweight? How are you going to claim you got signed to Death Row Records when Death Row Records went bankrupt? Hold on right quick. Hold on. I'm going to Google this. Let's see Death Row Records. There we go. Let's see. If there's an article about the record label you're claiming signed you and it's called The Rise and Fall of Death Row Records, it obviously means, okay, here we go. The company filed for bankruptcy in 2006 and was auctioned to entertainment development company Wide Awake Entertainment Group for $18 million in January of 2009. What's Wide Awake Entertainment Group? Is that what signed him? Is that what signed him? Let's see. Oh, shit. No. They got a LinkedIn. Let's see. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Oh, yeah, they purchased the rights to existing stuff. Death Row Records really going to put out your album? No Limit Records is putting out my album, fam. No Limit is. And I got a single dropping on Tommy Boy. And then the next Dope Men EP, be on the lookout. It's coming out on Delicious Vinyl. And you're only going to be able to get this shit at Toys R Us stores. That's how real your shit is, fam. It's been a good last show. I didn't want to do a full hour because it's fucking hot in my house. I need to keep this fucking window open as best as I can. Let's see. I ain't saying war's going to break out in Denver. Who said that? It's not my city. I'm just saying that it would not be intelligent to poke a bunch of fucking people who live in the place that you're going as a visitor if you want to go there and you want to relax. Especially if what they did or who they are is as bad as you claim. As you're trying to sell. Who's host? I seen some dudes hosting something. There's some dude mad at me, some dude from Pennsylvania who's mad at me about his fucking Monopoly shit in Connect 4 fucking Battleship Colonic fucking game. Whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what else is going on there. Games. I have not listened to the new KMK yet. I'm not a huge KMK fan, but I guess that would probably behoove me. I should probably do that. Yeah, okay, so we're going to talk way more about that next week. But Crimson at Psychopathic Records on Sunday. What was in that bag marked KB, babe? Cataract? Something? Oh, no, the bag had KB written on it. I got Bubba. Oh, no, it's Bubba Kush then. Derp. It's Bubba Kush, smoking that Bubba Kush. That fire in the game. If you ain't fucking with game blunts, I don't know what you're doing. But, yo, first of all, you're not cool. Can we just agree on the fact that you're not cool? You're not edgy. You went to a place that you know to be closed on a Sunday. Aren't they doing shows? Aren't they already on? He probably went the day he knew they left for tour. Ot'd probably been scoping that joint out. And what did he do? He left a t-shirt, which it wasn't even the cool t-shirt, which you can probably still cop from Cheese House, but it was some other fucking terrible t-shirt. And then he said, "Oh, I tagged it." What, like the way you tagged your own trailer home? You didn't tag shit. You posted a piece of paper on the door. It's not tagging. The thing is, had you tagged it, especially if you put it on Facebook Live like you fucking did, you asshole, you would have been liable for whatever crimes may have been racked up in that situation. He's claiming the mini tour starts in a couple of weeks, but I haven't seen any dates for anything. He said something about one date, and it's like down the street from his house. So you really can't even call that a tour, fam. Hey, yo, Jake, shouts to you and Stephanie. I'm glad that you had a good time at Twisted in Omaha last week. I'm glad they killed it. I'm glad that show was packed the fuck out. Speaking of packed out shows, Tech is out there on the road killing it. If he comes around, make sure you go check that shit out. Last night, he had a day off, and him and my homeboy had the chance to go see Flatbush Zombies in their natural sold-out environment in Boise, Idaho, of all places. Tech ended up, if you go to his Instagram, his night is fairly well documented on Instagram, where he was in the audience in like an upper level and the whole crowd below recognized him, turned, and was like wigging the fuck out because the DJ was playing his shit. And then later on, he was on stage with the Zombies for their finale, which was super dope. Super dope. I'm a huge Flatbush Zombies fan. So anything like that can turn them on to some people who might not know them. And getting next to Tech, like, say what you want, getting next to Tech, that's a big fan base he's got. And they will go check out new music. Proven. Unquestionable. No, I will not be at any of the Blaze GV dates, strangely enough. I will be at UPStival. I'll be in the house for that. I got May 19th in Worcester for Frankie Memorial Show. I'll be in the house for that at Electric Haze. Tech in Lancaster. June 6th, I'll be in the house for that. June 1st, I'll be in the house for Tech in Boston. I've got an October thing I can't talk about. I've got 2 October things I can't talk about. I've got last weekend in July, I'll be at 656 Fest up in Augusta, Maine with those heads. I think that's actually Gathering Weekend. So I'm booked out Gathering Weekend. Going to be going up there doing some... I'm going to try to do some comedy, I think. I think I might, instead of doing my normal host shit, I might try to elbow my way and just be like, yo, give me like 20 minutes at some point. And let me just see if I can just get up there and hit some jokes for 20 fucking minutes. I've never actually done that. I've never actually gone on stage and been like, all right, I got 25, whatever it is, 5. I've never done that and been like, I just got to tell jokes. There's always something to be accomplished while I'm on stage. So it works out. And then first weekend in August, I guess I can kind of fucking tease this one. I will be at Lethal Weekend in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. That's going to be Lars. That's going to be Gravediggers, fucking Fury, fucking Suicide Squad, Black McCloud, Outlanders, Tarrant from VA. I think a couple of Andy Sherman's dudes, like Zitro. I think he's on the bill. So that's a diverse 2 days of entertainment on the beach, all being kicked off at the Beachfront Casino there in Hampton. Hampton's super ghetto by the sea, let me tell you. It's super ghetto by the sea. But last year was all right. I like papers. I've kind of been shifting to papers recently from blunts because blunts are bad for you, apparently. But so are cigarettes, and I still smoke those. So I need to fix both those situations, especially the cigarettes one. The cigarettes one at this point is just gross. Because I don't derive any enjoyment from cigarettes. It's just, if I don't have them, I definitely don't derive any enjoyment from anything. Confessions. These are my confessions. I smoke too many fucking cigarettes and I'm always puffing on blunts and my throat hurts. Confessions. It's my Usher impersonation. You bitches are lucky I don't come out with a 90s R&B album. I'm fucking telling you. Like, I've been sitting here kicking around the idea of just, because I have the ability to put out all this dumb content, I think I might just start spitting raps or putting together dumb songs. Because you don't know, my life involves, oh, look, there's ketchup on the counter. And I'll be like, ketchup, 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 on my fries, ketchup, 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 on my fries. I come up about songs pretty much about anything. Am I going to DCG Con? I've covered that. No. I will not be at DCG Con. I will not be at the 2018 Gathering of the Juggalos. I will not be at whatever comes in the fall. Toronto Juggalo. Chuck, give us the inside scoop on M&E's newest signings. Okay, as far as Axe is concerned, and this is what I think and what I believe and know to be true to some point. Axe doesn't need a deal. Axe has infrastructure. Axe has merchandise. Axe has, they get booked live and they get paid to go places and do shows live. As far as them signing with anyone, it would have to be a very favorable deal for them, and it probably would not be for the group itself. It would probably be for one of the group's projects. Does that make sense? So if they were to say get a deal, it wouldn't be for the group per se. It would be for whatever that specific record is that they're putting out via whatever outlet would sign them. That's kind of what's going on right now. A lot of places. That was what the Lars thing is based on. It's based on the record. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how Homeboy got signed off of a diss track against me and a diss track against King Crimson. Is that enough to get you signed? I guess that's enough to get you signed to Death Row. Hey, are you sick of a dude with a beard being all over your shit? Are you tired of having to give CPN all them super chats to get your fucking name out there? Come to Death Row. You remember the Source Awards? Y'all ain't old enough to remember that. If you don't want the producer dancing in the video and you want to be a star, come to Death Row. What do you mean I criticize M&E all the time? When, give me a circumstance in which I should have been critical of Magic Ninja Entertainment that I was not. Because that's the thing. There's not many circumstances by which I would feel the need to be critical. Like, for example, when they put out the Gene Wilder shirt after his death, I had a problem with that, and I said something about it because they didn't give any of that money to the to his wife's foundation, which is what he should have did. Hell yeah, I take super chats. But I don't need to super chat to get attention from people who have YouTube channels. All I got to do is have my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, if you YouTube the name Chuck Reeves, there's some funny shit on there, man. There's actually a video that just says Chuck Reeves is gay. That's going to look real good on my LinkedIn. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, Attack of the Ninjas was a total failure, way less than expected. Will not be one this year. You didn't say shit. What do you mean? First of all, what's to say there's not going to be an Attack of the Ninjas? Has there been an announcement that there isn't? Is there a flyer that says no Attack of the Ninjas? Attack of the Ninjas, if it happens, is going to be announced. Like later. The fact that it hasn't been announced yet doesn't mean there's not going to be one. Just because ICP hasn't announced Big Ballers yet doesn't mean I'm on this motherfucker saying, well, there's not going to be a Big Ballers. All right, and what do you mean it was a failure? By whose standard? Yours? Did you write up the fucking attendance projection for that one-day concert? Yeah, I'm sure that one-day concert and the attendance of that one-day show was the make or break of Magic Ninja Entertainment as a company this year. I'm sure that it was that one fucking concert that, whether or not it was under attended or over attended or perfectly attended, I'm sure it was that. I'm sure Magic Ninja Entertainment's bottom line doesn't have more to do with Astronomicon, the 3-day event that they tripled projection on. So if you want to talk about failures versus not failures, I mentioned the fact they tripled prediction, but you ain't got to ride on that for 6 months. There's new shit to talk about. See, you want to go back to, like, you're talking about last August? It's fucking May, fam. That was 10 months ago, dog. Let's talk about them tripling prediction at Astronomicon. And they can't even, and certain people can't even break even on DCG-Con with everybody who's attending doing the fucking events themselves. How many of the events are actually backed by Psychopathic Records at DCG-Con versus how many of the events are Joe Schmo is going to fucking have indoor horseshoes, or the fucking Juggalo Yacht Club is going to play What's in My Butt? And who's paying for the fucking trophies and the prizes? It's not Psychopathic Records. It's the people who are being given the right, quote unquote, to fucking do the shit for Psychopathic instead of Psychopathic doing it themselves. I haven't even really talked about that. I mean, we broke that fucking corny ass shit down, but with the amount of, like, literally, that shit is like running a barbecue at this point, budget wise, DCG-Con, because nothing going on is being paid for or run by them. And the shit that is being run by them is shit like, look, we got a VHS copy of fucking Harry Potter, and we're gonna play it on a loop in the fucking side room. So what else? What else should I have been? And to be honest, what do you mean? Okay, so it was not a total failure is an opinion word. So that's your opinion. I was there, motherfucker. I was there. I made money. I had a great time, and I saw several hundred people having a great time from all over the country. The next morning at the airport, as I sat in the fucking terminal there waiting for my flight to leave with Boondocks and Blaze and Bones Dub and fucking a few other people, and I saw people in Magic Ninja gear leaving on airplanes, they all stopped and said what a great time they had. What I remember about Attack of the Ninjas is the fact that we had a night and a show that went from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until about 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, and had all killer, no filler going on 2 stages. That's what I remember. And I remember y'all getting butthurt about them playing Lotus. That's what I remember. See, there you go. So what else? What else should I be fucking critical of? Let's go through the list of shit you fucking guys were critical of. Sunglasses. Why would I be critical of sunglasses? Those sunglasses were dope. They're made out of bamboo. They're lightweight. They had fucking polarized UV lenses, and they were like handcrafted by a local Detroit dude. The dude fucking Big, who rolls with them as security sometimes. He designed those. So they're homie designed, they're local, they were handcrafted, they came in a cool little wooden container. Like, okay, you don't like that's fucking, I don't like sunglasses. Why don't you like sunglasses? What did sunglasses do to you, fam? What did sunglasses do to you? The only, like, I don't understand what the beef is with a lot of this shit. It's like, what did fucking sunglasses do to you? Because you claim it's not about Twisted. You claim it's about, no, motherfucker. There's one factor and one thread that ties through everything you people want to shit talk. And it's Twisted. It's not whack shit. See, there's one fucking lane and there's one thread and there's one fabric that ties a lot of the shit that I talk about in a negative fashion on this show about. And it's that it's fucking whack. Like, the fact that Motherfuckers got charged $200 for a concert ticket fucking 10 months ago, and we haven't even seen a fucking trailer or a teaser or any kind of news update for the fucking documentary those tickets were supposed to pay for. But nobody's supposed to talk about that. That is whack. If Twisted had done that, it'd be whack. ICP done it, it whack. ABK had done it, whack. I had done it, whack. You had done it, whack. You see how whack is the fucking thing? Like the common thing? Right? Whack. So I'm waiting. What do you mean? What about The Gathering? What have I shit talked about The Gathering? What do we know about The Gathering anyway? They're going back to Legend Valley for The Gathering. Kudos. You listened to what everybody fucking asked. That's what everybody knows, or at least a lot of you new school heads know, as home for The Gathering. Hog Rock is my home for The Gathering, because that's where I did my most gathering. So it's there. Do you know anything about the lineup at all? Oh, wait a minute. Aren't they doing Hell's Pit? That's dope. Why would I be critical of that? Okay. What else? What else? You're really doing bad on your argument, fam. It's not going to be my job to talk shit or critique certain things that the clowns do. Unfortunately, I would love to go see Hell's Pit at the Gathering of the Juggalos. I would love to. I'm not going to. The next day, I will not be the person that's online complaining about the way the clowns performed Hell's Pit, because I wouldn't have been there to see it. But I'll be the person to read those reviews and then repeat them on this program. Words from people who were there. Similar to what I did last year. I didn't talk no shit about Shangri-La. I thought the idea of them doing Shangri-La was fire. But the next day, when everybody and their mama was like, yo, Jay butchered that shit with his fucking opiate mouth. What did I do? I responded to that. Fuck out of here. Like, you don't even know your own fucking argument. Or you've had plenty. The lineup will be trash. More than likely, the lineup will be trash. Did you hear the trash that was on the Demo Jams contest? They're making fun of it over there. So if that's the best of what's submitted and they're picking on it as being trash, okay. The performances have been great. Okay. My problem isn't with the level of performances. My problem is you have someone like, say, an Axe or even a BBS. Okay, you have those guys. Now, when they get an offer to play The Gathering, their offer is typically you get a couple of tickets. That's it. And then you get shoved onto some fucking side stage at 3 o'clock in the morning. And at the same time, someone like Froggy Fresh, who is not a juggalo, who's not underground, is going to receive an offer that has a comma in it. And when he gets to The Gathering, he's going to get a primetime slot. He's going to get a fucking trailer. He's going to have his travel paid for him. He's going to get a fucking golf cart. And when he gets there, he's going to get a paper bag full of money. Something is wrong with that. If The Gathering of the Juggalos is for the underground, then why is the underground ignored while certain other fucking things are paid either for sideshow value or because Joe wants to be a super fan? I've seen several instances, Hannibal Buress being one of them, Bobcat Goldthwait being another one, where they spoke about being booked for The Gathering of the Juggalos as comedians, and that show being the largest amount of money that they were ever offered for one show at the time. So it's not just that Psychopathic is paying mainstream and non-underground acts, they're overpaying mainstream and non-underground acts and then making excuses to not pay the others. If Tech is going in there and doing the fucking show at a discount, Froggy Fresh shouldn't be getting 15 fucking grand. And if you want to sit here and you want to tell me that that's cool and that's lit and that's not stale as fuck, then we're different. And it's whatever, we're different. Go be different elsewhere. I'm about the underground around here. So when I know the way booking for the Gathering of the Juggalos goes, when I know that, when I have that information in my head, and I look at a lineup and I say, okay, Axe, who's killing it all year in the underground, killing it all year on all sides, and they're on at 2:30 in the morning in the big top stage, and they got 3 fucking tickets as payment, plus no travel, and they're out there camping with everybody, which is probably what they would do anyway. When I see that, and then Jumpsteady gets on fucking Sci TV and says, yeah, but we're bringing in Cage, who ain't had a hit in 15 fucking years. And why are we doing that? No explanation. None. Why? You know, like, I gotta say, I benefited from it. Like, I'd love to see I loved seeing Warren G. I loved seeing Warren G come out and do 3 songs. Not even 3 full songs. He did like a medley of 3 things as the special guest at the Gathering when they did Wizard. I know for a fact that Warren G, somebody who a lot of the motherfuckers in the crowd didn't even know who he was until he got into doing Regulate at the end. All right. I guarantee Warren G got paid more money than any of the underground acts who fuck with Psychopathic all year, which I guarantee do not include Warren fucking G. In the same way, it does not include Coolio. This has been happening for a long time. No one has really said shit about it. Like, don't ever pay a crackhead for some easy shit, because then he'll get a tattoo that says Juggalo on his arm and keep coming around expecting you to pay him. Let's see. So yeah, so there you go. You want me to talk shit about the Gathering? That's my shit talk. My shit talk has to do with the hiring process, the booking process. That it's like, okay, we know all these heads will come and do it for free or damn near pay us for it. And we're going to take advantage of those people to the best of our ability, and then we're going to overpay a bunch of internet assholes. You realize that they like gave Tila Tequila like 40 grand, right? And then y'all tried to kill her. And I think that resulted in them giving her more money. Do what y'all want. Suck dick at the altar of your false gods. Please do. But don't come around like knocking on my door trying to drop off a copy of Watchtower, trying to sway my faith. I do not subscribe to the Church of Joe Bruce. What time we got? Oh shit, it's almost 12:30. Once again, I want to thank Replicon Radio for the opportunity to at least keep my live show up in some form or fashion over these last 3 months since I was restricted on YouTube. Shouts to Freaky P, One Eye, Rue, and Dead Body Man. I will be speaking to you 4 gentlemen on Monday night's Replicon episode. I look forward to it. This weekend, probably some fucking Fortnite Season 4 game streams over on the Chuck Reeves channel. A new For Our Consideration over on that channel, and a data dump of old shit over on that channel in our quest for 3,000 subs. Get over there, share one of those videos, tell a friend to tell a friend. I appreciate everybody who checked in tonight, everybody who was in the motherfucking chat. I didn't even look at how many viewers I had. Flame emojis and all that to all of you. Without you, I wouldn't have a channel on this station or any motherfucking other. And trust me, I am aware and I am appreciative. Hit me up if you want merch. Super chats will be back in effect, obviously, next week. Look, I got like 50 people tuned in. I likes it. I likes it. Shouts to all of you. Next week, we're going to do what we can to triple, quadruple, or quintuple these motherfucking numbers. My name is Chuck Reeves, and for the last time this time, the Beardicon has spoken.